I'm joined by Chairman Chris Munroe, a couple of days before the start of a new season. Pre-season, how's it been for you?
Busy, Craig. It's busy. It covers the whole spectrum, the football club, the commercial, everything. So yeah, it's been really busy. Due holiday, actually.
Yeah, due holiday just as the season comes to a start, doesn't it? Right, so last year, we'll just reflect a little bit. Came very close to getting the playoffs, didn't you? Very close to that elusive promotion spot. How did that feel, just missing out?
It was mixed, really, because we never really set out to gain promotion last year, because obviously it was a new venture for us at this level, and it's a very competitive level. But having got so close, it was sort of mixed that, you know, if we hadn't have had a really bad run in December, January, where we won 1 out of 10, then I think we would have got in. So it was a bit mixed, really.
Yeah, and we see a change for this season. You brought Steve Chettle in. I spoke to Steve a couple of days ago. He's a local lad, so was that part of your thought process in bringing Chets to this club?
We've obviously known Chets for a long time, with Notts training down here, and obviously his connections with Ilkeston and Nuneaton, so we've sort of kept tabs on him. So it was one that we really identified, and I identified quite a while ago. I'd like him in the club because I felt he could take us to that next level. Yeah,
so he was your man. He was that person that you really wanted at this club.
100%. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, when we made the change of manager in March of last year, and obviously it was a great job done by the previous managers, Martin and Mark. Chets was clear in our thought process, and we didn't actually even advertise the position. We thought, you know, if we can get him, we'll do it, and if we don't, then yeah, we'll go through the advertising process.
That's, I mean, because, you know, he is a local legend, isn't he? Had a great career with Nottingham Forest, and as you say, at Ilkeston FC with Kevin Wilson with the academy, and some of the players you saw he brought through there with Ash Hunter and Shay Adams, and he went to Nuneaton with Kev, and then he managed Ilkeston Town with a promotion under his belt as well. So that must have played a big part in your decision, seeing what he's done in the past.
100%, and you know, the thing that hit me most about him was his enthusiasm. Obviously, he's an excellent coach. You know, and it was just all the right messages that came through to let's make this happen.
Yeah, and choosing a backroom staff for him, did you have much of a process in that, or did Chets have an idea of, like, I want these people to come with me, and then he put them to you?
With this, Craig, it was, I mean, we had a really superb end to the season last year, where I think we just lost 1 in 10, and so the interim managers did a really good job, Liam and Dom, and Michael as well. So we didn't say to Chets, look, you know, you can't bring anybody in, or do you want to bring anybody in? He made that own assessment himself. I think he quickly realised that these were good people and that he could work with them, and and he's took them under his wing, and you know, so yeah, it's more a bit of stability. So it's really a good fit at the moment. Yeah,
and we see that there's some new players have come in. Obviously, you know, Chets has brought some new players in pre-season, and quite a few of them are known to him, aren't they? Like the likes of Jamie Walker, especially, and he's been with Baseford before, hasn't he? I mean, what are your thoughts on Jamie?
Jamie's a great talent. You know, I mean, we've had Jamie twice before when he was very young. You know, I mean, let's not forget he's still quite young now, but we had him as a 16-year-old, I think as an 18-year-old. And you know, men's football is very, very unforgiving, and you know, he's obviously gone away, and I mean, he did well for us at Baseford, don't get me wrong, but he's gone away. He's adapted very well to the men's level. He's always had a great left foot, and he's come back, and obviously we're delighted to have him back, and I think he's going to have a great season.
Yeah, and you just touched on there the new season. Then, what are your hopes for this season? Obviously, everybody starts the season wants to get promoted. Is that your ambition to finish top of the league?
Yeah, I mean, Craig, look, you know, we cannot underestimate the quality of what's in this league this season. It's going to be more intense than last year, and last year it was intense. I think you could look this year quite easily at 15 clubs who will have the same ambitions as us. So it's going to be a challenge. Me and Steve, we're on the same wavelength. We look at this as a long-term project. You know, I gave Steve a 4-year contract, because it's a long-term project. So there's going to be ups and downs along the way. I'm not going to say that I want promotion this year, because if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, you know, we'll take stock end of the year, and we'll think what we need to do to make it happen next year.
Yeah, and on the sort of behind the scenes thing, the fans come here and they see the first team play every Saturday. You've got an academy here. What are your plans for the academy? How integrated is that into the first team with a route from academy to first team?
It's been difficult because as the club, the club's had some tremendous success, 5 promotions in 7 years. So that gap from academy to first team has widened. So it's very difficult to take a lad from say 18 and put him in the first team. Because it's very difficult. So, and obviously that's one of the reasons we brought Steve in, because Steve worked with a group of under 23s at Notts, so he had the experience to work with levels above our academy, so that then they are ready for the first team. So we will evolve in this process. I can see our academy going from strength to strength. I can see that we will form an under 19 to under 21 elite group, and then I can see the under 21s knocking at the door of the first team.
Yeah, okay, and finally we'll finish on this. A message for the fans who are going to come and support us all season, something for them.
I think the message is we're based for, there's been an awful lot of negativity around the Nottingham area with our pro football clubs and, various things that's gone on. We always preach positivity here, and, my message is to the fans is be positive with Baseford, and obviously we value you coming down, and obviously we've got many more ways to go to get where we want to be.
That's great. Cheers, thanks for that.
Thanks, Craig. Thank you very much.